Local Greenville legend Marvin Jarman is sadly no longer with us. Jarman passed away last Sunday morning, and tonight friends and family are coming together to share their respects. 9 on Your Side's Davis Supis was at the visitation today. He's joining us now in studio. And Davis, you spoke to some of Marvin's loved ones.
That's right, Angie. I got to hear some incredible Marvin stories today. Family friends tell me Marvin was a guy who could just remember everything, and today it was time for them to remember him.
From every player statistic to the names of your kids, nobody could compare to Mr. Rose High.
Marvin's mind was incredible. What he was able to retain is an encyclopedia's worth of information. And remembering a name, remembering a face, remembering a stat, I've never met anybody like it. He was just such a unique individual, and I think that's why I call him Greenville royalty. Probably unites the community better than anyone I've ever met.
Jarman liked to chew juicy fruit gum and sit next to his friends at thousands of Rose games. It didn't matter who you were. Once a friend sat down next to Marvin, that's exactly what you became, a friend.
Everybody's best friend. I've never met anybody that had no enemies. I mean, everybody loved Marvin, and he's just such a kind soul. And I think I was just fortunate to develop a relationship with him really because of proximity. Wherever I went, he happened to be. My kids played Rose football, baseball. He's at every game. He always shows up.
And for each of the thousands of games Jarman went to, there's a story to go with it.
A ton of Marvin stories, but my favorite one that happened this past summer, it was the first annual Marvin 7-on-7 football tournament that Rose did as a fundraiser, and they named it after Marvin. Games were going into overtime. It was taking a long time. Marvin was ready to go, and sometimes, you know, when Marvin's ready to go, he'll let you know. And I said, let's see what happens with Rose, and then we'll go. I forced him to stay, and he was kind of mad at me because he was ready to leave. And unfortunately, Rose lost to another team, but the other team asked if they could meet Marvin. And all the coaches went up, shook his hand, and they circled around him like he was Elvis because they wanted to get a picture with Marvin. Marvin's there, and they're all circled around him. And we're driving home, and I said, Marvin, aren't you glad I made you stay for your own tournament? And he dropped me a yeah, like the only way he could. So.
We will have full coverage of the Jarman service on Sunday from J.H. Rose High School. That service starts at 2 p.m. with doors opening for guests at 12:30. And if you can't make it, a link to watch the service live is on our website, WNCT.com. In studio, Davis Supis, 9 on Your Side.
He'll be truly missed. Davis, thank you.